Hold up.
Right, we're going to get right into building up a Pinterest profile for a new business. This is a worksheet that we're going to be working through. It doesn't cover all the facts, but it's just enough for you to start thinking about the basics. And then I'll go into every single detail once you see me going through the profile. So the first thing you're going to need for this is the company name, the product or service they offer, and the things your ideal client will be directly and indirectly interested in. We're then going to look at some competitor research. I'd say just look at 3, no more than that, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You are looking at you're specifically looking for competitors that have a Pinterest profile because you want to see how well they're doing, what they're not doing, and what you can do to make yourself stand out. Once you've done this research, we're going to do SEO research as well using 3 of my favorite tools. One is a Google Keyword Planner, one is the Pinterest Keyword Finder, and the Pinterest Smart Feed. Once you have all of that, you can then fill in your profile information. So the things we're going to need to look at is the Pinterest profile name, the Pinterest profile description, and the Pinterest board names and descriptions. So this is just your area just to jot down board names and ideas. So we're going to use a new business that I'm looking after at the moment as an example. And this is a dog clothing boutique. They sell fashionable and cute clothing for dogs, as well as accessories and toys to keep your dog busy. Now, there's two things I did mention before. You need to look at things they're directly interested in and things they're indirectly interested in. So in this example, you're looking at when you're looking at directly interested, we're looking at things like dog clothing, dog collars, dog chewy toys, dog beds, dog cleaning gear. When you're looking at indirectly, things they're indirectly interested in, we're looking at dog accessories for owners, dog foods, dog activities, dog jogs, specific holidays. So how do you class something as directly interested in and indirectly interested in? So the things that are direct are things that are related to what the business is selling. So in this instance, the things on the left are the things that you can find in the boutique store. The things that are on the right hand side are things that they don't necessarily sell or offer, but these are other things that could show the dog clothing boutique owners that this audience would be interested in the kind of things that they're selling in the online store. So if you're a fashion designer, you may have dresses, skirts, jackets, shoes, but then other things you might be indirect and you may have on your profile are jewelry, fashion shows, idols, celebrities. Those are the kind of things you would also add on your profile. So without further ado, let's get started in optimizing this profile. Now we're going to get started with optimizing the profile for the dog clothing boutique. So as you can see, there's absolutely nothing here. Just a username, no description, no boards, no pins, absolutely nothing but 9 followings. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the worksheet that I showed you. Now, you don't really need to do the first few, only because they're obviously done. We know the company name, we know what they're selling, and we've already discussed the kind of things the ideal client would be directly interested in and indirectly interested in. The next thing for us to do is look at some competitors, see what they're doing, what they're not doing, just get general ideas in terms of what we can do for this profile. And then after that, we're going to dig deep into keyword research. So for this business in particular, I did choose 3 competitors. Well, they're not necessarily competitors, but 3 companies that are in the same industry. Then I stumbled across the 4th, but the reason why I want to include them is because I want to show you a little secret trick that you most probably won't get in any other Pinterest course that I have seen. So the 3 competitors I chose were BarkBox, Pets at Home, Top Dog Tips, and Dog Trust. So Top Dog Tips, I showed you this because I'm going to need it for the secret trick I'm about to show you. Right, so when I'm looking at the competitor profiles, what I'm looking for is their username, their description, I'm looking at the board names and the board descriptions. These are all the places where you would generally optimize your profile, so you are found in the search, which is important because a lot of people don't necessarily come into Pinterest knowing what they want. They come onto Pinterest looking for something, and the way they're going to find what they're looking for is by searching. So when I look at BarkBox, I can see that they have their name. There's no keywords following their name, and they have a description that just says they're New York City, the Pierce branch of Bark & Co. No parents, no rules, poop where you want. So they've got a little funny description there, which is pretty cool. But I think it would have been more effective if they had a few keywords in there. Now, you are limited in terms of how many words you can put in there, but it can still be used effectively. Now, I'm going to look at just a couple of boards. I won't go through all of them. So I'm going to look at a board that's more or less related to what my client is most probably going to sell. So they're selling dog clothing, dog accessories. So the closest board that I see matching this is the awesome dog stuff, because I can see here there are things that are most likely purchasable. So if I click on there, I can see they've got the title and they've got 3 keywords: dog toys, dog treats, dog goodies. These are keywords that people may use to find things they're looking for the dog. So are they good keywords? Yes, but could they have made this better? I think so, yeah. So that's one example. So I'm going to look at another board. Let's have a look at internet dogs we love. Let's look at that one. So they've got all these cute dogs, and there's no keywords again. So what kind of keywords could I use for this? Okay, so there are some dogs that do have some sort of celebrity status. So maybe they could have made a description saying, a collection of all the dogs around the world that we love, including some of your favorites, such as dog name 1, dog name 2, dog name 3. The dog industry is very new to me, so I'm still doing a lot of research when it comes to keywords. So this is just an example of the kind of things you could do to make an effective description. And let me look at another one. So these boards here are group boards. We have no controlling over names and descriptions unless it's a group board that we own, so I will be ignoring these boards. Let's look at dog events. So they have Bark & Co. events and other events that involve all things dogs. Okay. Now, I'm not paying too much attention to the pins at the moment because we're going to cover that in another video. At the moment, we're just looking at things that are closely related to optimizing the Pinterest profile. So that's the first profile. I feel that they are doing well in terms of followers, but I feel that for them to be found in search, which is where you want to be if you want to stand out on Pinterest, they could have done a lot more optimization to their profile. I also want to know at this stage is followers is not a really good indication as to how well somebody's doing on Pinterest. The reason I say this is because I don't have a substantial amount of followers. I'm just close to 3,000. But I have made more money from Pinterest referrals than some people who have maybe 5 times more followers than I have, which is why I tell people not to pay too much attention. And the reason why, another reason why it's not good to pay too much attention to the followers is because Pinterest is a sharing platform. It's a search engine. So someone can see your pin without necessarily seeing your profile. If you have really good content and people are sharing your content onto their boards, your content could be discovered more on other people's boards than they are on your boards, meaning your content is traveling further and your followers may not grow, not necessarily because your content is horrible, just because you're doing a good job of creating good content. People are sharing it, and people are sharing your content from other people's profiles. So if they're seeing your content on other people's profiles, they will never visit your profile, and the chances of you getting likes are not that great. Now, if somebody had to view your profile, to view your content, then yes, your numbers may increase faster. So don't pay too much mind in terms of how many followers that somebody has. As long as you've got the Pinterest analytics installed and you're using Google Analytics, and I'm going to show you how to use Tailwind, that will give you a better indication as to how well your profile is performing and how many referrals and you're getting from Pinterest and how your traffic has been affected by using Pinterest. So that's what's important at the moment. So don't worry about the others. Next profile we're going to look at is Pets at Home. Now, Pets at Home is one of the biggest pet retailers here in the UK. I don't think they're over in the States. But when people think about going shopping for their pets, for small pets, vet care, chances are Pets at Home is a top choice for many dog owners. So I'm going to have a look at the boards again. We're going to have a look at My VIP magazine. I'm assuming this is the Pets at Home magazine. Now, if I log in there, I can see there's no pins on this board. They do have a description. Why not pick up a copy of the latest My VIP magazine in store? Okay, not necessarily any keywords. Maybe they could have even included the Pets at Home keywords in here, but they haven't done that. So let's have a look at another board. Let's have a look at... Let's have a look at office pets. Let's just have a look at that. Okay. So it just says, check out some of the pets we have in our office. Now, as adorable as all these pets are, oh my God, they're so adorable. They still don't have that many keywords up here in the profile either. So when I say keywords, Pets at Home may not necessarily be the only people that take their pets to work. They have other people that take their pets to work, or a lot of people that work from home, and so technically they can say, yeah, my pet works with me in my office. So they could have had some other keywords that work at home owners, maybe business owners, may look up when looking for things for their pets. So there's so many different ways you could use keywords to engage with your ideal audience. You just have to know what they want, which is why I say it's important to make a list of direct and indirect things they're interested in, because once you know what they want and what they're most likely to search for that is related to what they want, then you are making sure that you stand a better chance of being in front of your ideal audience and have them clicking through from the content to purchase from you. So let's have a look at Dog Trust. I'm going to leave the other one till last. So this is a big profile. They've been verified by Pinterest. They have quite a few boards here. So they've put on the description that it's a London working, which is where they are. Sorry, London is where they are, working to bring about the day when all dogs can enjoy a happy life free from the threat of unnecessary destruction. And they have an email address. So they've got things that sponsor a dog, Dog Trust, puppy smuggling, Dog Trust help and Dog Trust help and advice. So top tips to help for you and your best friend. Okay, this is great. Sponsor a dog. Okay, so they have a few dogs here. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this profile. This is the Dog Trust. Dog Trust is one of the biggest charities for animals here in the UK. Now, if I go to search, and I'm going to search Dog Trust. Now, this is all the pins that come up that are related to Dog Trust. So you can see a Dog Trust pin here. I'm not sure if the others, so these are not Dog Trust pins, but it could potentially have been pinned by Dog Trust. No, it hasn't. Okay. So we have results from your pins. You won't have found anything because I haven't pinned anything for this customer. Then if we look in people, Dog Trust come up in people, which is great. If I look at boards, then you have all the Dog Trust boards that come up. Now, I'm going to type in dog charity, which is what they are. If I type in dog charity, I have quite a few pins that come up, but I see Dog Trust somewhere down here. Okay, but I don't see many pins from Dog Trust. Do you? Right. I'm going to go to your pins again. You're not going to see anything because I haven't pinned anything. If I go to people, Dog Trust are not up there. Now, why is this a big thing for me? They're one of the biggest charities, like I said before. And they don't have charity in their profile name, which then takes away a lot of traffic for them if somebody's on here looking for anything related to dog charity, dog charities, dog charity work. They are losing out on that traffic. If I go to boards, okay, so a lot of the boards here that come up don't actually belong to Dog Trust. I do have a couple here. Dog Trust charities there in the title, and Remember a Charity Week, again, charities there in the title. This is why it's so important to make sure you optimize wherever possible. They lost out from showing in one search result because they didn't have charity in the title, which is a keyword I think was very important for them. So this is why it's important to always optimize your profile as much as possible. Now, I've showed you the competitors. We're going to do some keyword research that is going to help you find traffic, find out what keywords to use for your profile. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that you still bear in mind the company's name, what they're offering, and those are the most two important things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to use the Pinterest Smart Feed, a Google Keyword Finder, Pinterest Keyword Planner, and another tool that I like to use, which is called Keyword Finder. And I'll show you that in the next video.